Today in this video, I will be explaining Backrooms Level 101, which is actually pretty unique. It's got that backroomsy feel from 2020, if you know what I'm talking about. But more importantly, it's depressing and it fills me with existential dread just reading through the level page. Yay! Only 7 people in the lore have ever ventured and explored this level, so it's about to go crazy. And you can tell. Also, if you even care, this is the start of year number 5 of the Broogli Summer Spectacular, which if you somehow don't know what that is, let me tell you. Every single summer in the month of July, I do the Broogli Summer Spectacular, where I go over the Backrooms levels in numerical order. So for the last 5 summers, I've done level 0 all the way to levels 100. And now in this Broogli Summer Spectacular, I'll be doing levels 101 through 110. That sounds cool, and if you're excited to have this series back, please leave a like, I'd really appreciate it. Without further talking, without more blabbering, let's go ahead and get into the video, and let's talk about level 101, shall we? Level 101 of the Backrooms has been nicknamed Your Dream Shall Never Dawn Again, which by the way is pretty dope. It's been given a class 2 survival difficulty rating for being generally safe and unsecure, and it starts with the long few paragraphs kind of exploring the vibe of the level. You could say, here's one of them. I stood there, with my eyes on the horizon, coat and scarf blown about by the wind, standing on the beach. How was it so quiet? The wind and the sea rushed and howled, but it was so serene. It was beautiful. I hear footsteps from behind, tiny feet crunching on the sand and shells of the ground beneath. I turn, and there she is, my daughter, my little girl. She seemed entranced by the movements of the waves. Her eyes glazed over as her attention became fixated on the water. She's precious. And as weird as that sounds, that was the quote. That was it. And it's just gonna get weirder from here, so strap in. Level 101 of the Backrooms is nearly an identical copy of Earth. I mean, almost a 1-to-1 copy, it is literally the same. Once you get to level 101, you will open your eyes and you'll see that you are inside of your own house, or at least an exact replica of it as the Backrooms sees it. If somehow you were homeless in real life, no records show what happens when you go to this level in the Backrooms. Only 7 people have been, and none of them were homeless, so we don't know. There are several different opinions and beliefs on exactly how this happens and how it copies Earth so closely. But the main one is pretty much that when you enter level 101, you're reinserted back into your normal life pre-Backrooms. It's just not in reality. So if that doesn't make any sense, pretty much the Backrooms sends you back to how it used to be in your real life in a kind of copy Earth, if that makes any sense. Obviously, it's not an exact copy of Earth. It is just so close that it's really almost impossible to tell. Several minor inconsistencies, though, have been displayed, and they can kind of show the cracks in the facade of this copy. These inconsistencies are usually extremely hard to notice, and most people can't even decipher them, but if you're smart and you're not stupid, then you might pick up on them. The following are the list of these inconsistencies that have been documented. I'm going to read through them real quick just so you get the understanding. Number 1, tendencies to perceive lampposts as too tall, although by how much varies. Number 2, almond water does not exist. While it's assumedly possible to create almond water, the product is not sold or distributed by any vendor, nor is it recognized by any search engine. This does not appear to have any major effect, if any, on the Earth of level 101. Periods where sound does not align with the forces creating it, described as lagging behind. Number 4, since level 101 is still within the hypothetical boundaries of the Backrooms, certain phenomenon typical to other levels of the Backrooms can still occur, but this is much less substantiated in reports. Number 5, certain animals lack or have excess skin when viewed from a distance, supposedly approximately 100 meters, although this is an estimate based upon reports. And number 6, New Zealand does not appear on any world maps. New Zealand still exists and still has an effect on the world of level 101, but maps do not and cannot feature New Zealand in any capacity. So that's pretty much just the top 6 things that you might notice if you're here in this Earth copy for too long. But again, you have to pay real close attention. Specifically, the weirdest one to me is the animals not having skin. Pretty strange. And as you can tell at its simplest form, level 101 is an uncanny, unfinished version of Earth as we know it, with texture and life glitches. On that same thought process, it's theoretically possible to travel around to any part of the world here, except New Zealand, since it's pretty much the same physical size and has the same spatial geometry as our Earth. For instance, if you live in some stupid state like Nebraska or something, sorry to any Nebraskans, but I'm really not, but if you come here to level 101, you could go to the beach, or you could go to a different country if you wanted to, and you could get out of Nebraska, and you wouldn't have to worry about the main dangers that you would in person. I mean, you would still have to live with the fact that you're in a fake reality and nothing you're doing matters, but you could still leave Nebraska. Usually in Backrooms levels, there's a goal or an achievement that you need to accomplish in order to beat or escape that level alive. That's literally just not the case here. This is an empty place, devoid of any human emotion or love. It's a husk of your former life. It's almost mocking you and showing what you used to have. Life is great when you can share it with your friends and your family and with animals and all the eccentricities that the earth offers, but when you're here, you're all alone. There's nothing but buildings and empty expanses. It just seems less. There's no wonder, no whimsy here. It's crass, it's forgotten, it's desolate, and the only thing that moves is the sands of time. Should I become a poet? Leave a like if you agree. In level 101, the only life that you might encounter are the wild animals that roam its expanses, along with a few native inhabitants of the earth here. But again, those animals, they might be missing their skin if you look too closely, so watch out for that. And just general glitchiness occurs during these encounters. The way to access this level, to explore level 101, is extremely tedious, and honestly, it's pretty unpredictable, so just bear with me. The level is virtually inaccessible, except for randomly generated doors that show up over on level 2. Now, these doors are unlocked, and that's how you get inside of them, and you actually finding them are essentially impossible. And as this is the case, there's literally only 7 reports of people entering the level, and only 3 of them have been confirmed with evidence and testimony. So literally 3 people, for all we know, are all that's ever been here. To exit, according to the literal 3 people that have been here, you can simply say, "I'm ready to go back." And after you say that little phrase, the level might send you to a different level. And those 3 people said that once you say that, you will fall to the ground unconsciously, and you'll wake up, and you'll be back in level 0 all the way at the beginning of the back rooms to start your journey through the hellscape all over again. So essentially made it through 101 levels for no reason, because you just gotta do it all over again. Doesn't that just sound great? But the thing I love about level 101 and how it's literally just an exact copy of Earth, it represents this hopelessness that the Backrooms is. It mocks humanity in a way. It kind of teases us with the idea of comfort and nostalgia that we used to have back in reality, but now we're in the Backrooms and that doesn't exist. A ton of levels in the Backrooms do this. They kind of tease us with their own memories, like level 18, level 666, but level 101, it just takes it to a different degree. It's a cheap copy of the life that wanderers used to live, and it's torture to walk through this earth but have it empty and lifeless, showing these places that you used to love, only they're not the places you used to love. They're just empty copies that glitch versions of them. And coming here is kind of like a forceful reminder that you can never have that again. It's a cruel thing to be sure, and I'm pretty glad it's almost impossible to enter. Although if any of you people from Nebraska came here, maybe you could finally go on vacation. That's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Thank you so much for tuning in to year 5 of the Broogli Summer Spectacular. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. I'd really appreciate that. Comment below other things I should go over here on the channel. I got some stuff planned. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. I'm trying to mix up the content and keep it fresh and unique for you guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. I love and appreciate all of you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!